Oh, sorry. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Fitment Industries Garage. We're here today with yet another episode of What Wheels Fit, because there are too many cars out there and too many different types of wheel fitment. There's a lot of questions that we get, so we make these videos to help you guys out on your journey to find a new wheel tire or suspension setup for your car, and so you know, like, when you're going to get wheels, what's gonna fit and like what it looks like, so you know what you're getting yourself into. I'm Gels from Fitment Industries, and today we are gonna be going over the Hyundai Veloster. Before we go ahead and get right into it, don't forget to subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, and check out some of the other videos that we have right here on the Fitment Industries Garage channel. And of course, once you're all done with this video and you know what wheels are gonna fit your Hyundai Veloster, don't forget to hit up fitmentindustries.com afterwards to check out all the wheel, tire, and suspension options that we have available for them right now. We try to make this as simple and as straightforward as we possibly can. Picking out wheels for your car is a huge deal, all right? And it's definitely one that you're gonna wanna get right like the first time. So what we're gonna do is take a look at some of the Velosters that are sitting in the fitment gallery right now over at fitmentindustries.com and go over what they are running for their wheels, tires, and of course, suspension, to take a first-hand look what stuff looks like and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. First things first, these cars are gonna have a 5x114.3 bolt pattern. For the recommended fitment range, you're gonna be looking at diameters from 17 to 20 inches and a width of 7 to 9.5 and an offset from +30 to +50. So that is a pretty big range here for these cars. Now, what that is the average range of what we see from cars uploaded to our fitment gallery and gives us a good starting point at what to look at, but as you can see, still a very wide range of sizes and offsets to look at, which do make a huge difference. And like I said, this is the general fitment range, but when have we ever followed the rules? Anyway, let's get into the first group of cars today, which is gonna have a good setup for those who are looking to daily drive their car, don't wanna ruin any of the drivability, anything like that. So they wanna have, you know, a good aftermarket look, nothing too aggressive, but change the look of their car. They don't wanna worry about any fender rolling or rubbing issues or anything like that. So these are for you. First car of the day, let's get it started with a 2013 Hyundai Veloster Turbo with some Revolution Racing RR06 wheels. Now these are a size of 18x8 with a +42 offset and a Yokohama S-Drive tire with a size of 215/40. For suspension, we're looking at some Eibach lowering springs, and we get a nice change of look with this car for a very reasonable price for this setup. And you get a clean, nearly flush fitment for not too much money. Next up, we have another 2013, this time with some Coating SSM wheels, and these are 18x8 with a +35 offset. So getting a little bit more aggressive here. For a tire, we're looking at a 215/40 again, and then for suspension, this car is sitting on some ARK Performance lowering springs. So again, a pretty affordable setup here with some lowering springs, getting a little bit more flush fitment with help of that lower offset, but still very functional. Up next, to close out this first category of cars, we have this orange 2013 with some JNC 005s, and these are an 18x8 +34 for the offset, and then a Michelin Pilot Sport All Season 3 tire with a size of 215/40. So showing that 18x8 with a 215/40 tire is a pretty popular go-to setup. Megan racing coilovers this time around and getting a nice flush fit. So when looking in the gallery, we've seen about 300 or so Velosters added to the gallery at the moment. About 60 of them are rocking something like an 18x8 setup. Bumping up that width to about an 8.5, so bumping it about a ½ inch, we see about 130 compared to that 60. So with this, however, we're gonna start getting into some more aggressive setups, meaning that fender rolling and some other modifications are probably going to become more common here. So let's hop into this category where we have a 2013 with some Radiate R8 T12s, 18x8.5 with some +40 offset, wrapped in some Federal Evolution ST tires, 215/40 once again, and then absolutely dumped on some Godspeed Project coilovers. Now, because this car is so low, it's probably the reason why the fenders are rolled to get these wheels to fit. Next up, we have a 2016 with some AVID1 AV6s, and these are an 18x8.5 +35, so going down about 5 millimeters in the offset. You get even more of a flush fitment, wrapped in some Toyo Proxys 4 Plus tires, 225/40 for the size, and then for suspension, we're looking at some BC Racing coilovers. Fenders rolled to get things to clear, all that good stuff. Something like a +38 offset is going to be your friend with these cars. Seems like they suit them pretty well. Even if you wanted to go up to something like 18x9, like this 2012 with some RPF 1s, an 18x9 +35 setup with some Nitto tires, 225/40, and some BC Racing coils again. Fenders rolled, of course, and you do start to get a slight rub at full steering lock, but that's probably with the little bit larger tire. So all in all, not too wide of setups when it comes to these cars, and when it comes to their wheels, pretty limited to about that 9-inch wide setup. We do see some people running some 9.5s, but it is pretty rare, and if they are going over that, they're usually running some kind of over fender or something of the sorts, or they're running some pretty excessive camber. But if you want to check out more of those, you can hop on over to the Fitment Industries gallery for yourself. Go and check them out. There's, like I said, hundreds upon hundreds of Hyundai Velosters sitting there right now with all the data that we just read off here. It's where we gather all the data for these videos for. So if you're interested in checking out fitmentindustries.com, head over to the gallery. If you have a Veloster for yourself and you want to throw it in there, feel free to do so as well. It helps out a ton. But don't forget, wheels, tires, suspension, fitmentindustries.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you later. Peace.